Hello to you guys and welcome to another session. It's fantastic that you are here again. It's amazing that you are returning. And I want to congratulate you again and say again that I am really extremely proud of you for prioritizing yourself. Finding time for yourself, prioritizing your health, mental and physical health, returning to these exercises, working on yourself, pushing through discomfort, pushing through maybe bits that are not quite enjoyable, maybe bits that you would like to change, you don't like to see, maybe even aching afterwards. But you are still here, you're coming back because you know that at the end it is for your own good, it's for your own benefit, and you only going to become better, stronger, calmer, more content, and just the life, your whole life will become basically better, easier, funnier. So well done to you, well done, well done, well done. Congratulations and welcome back again. Now, if you only just came across this channel, just please bear in mind that we are doing here workout for beginners. So you will not need any equipment, everything will be nicely explained. There is quite a few breaks in it for the explanation, but obviously you do it for yourself. So if you know what I'm talking about, you can start, you can add some weights, etc, etc, etc. Do it your own workout, okay? Make it work for you. Just give it a go and see. Maybe you will like it, maybe you will find out that actually there are bits that you should be working on as well, that they needs to be improved. Maybe it is your core that it's not quite strong enough. Maybe it is your stamina, maybe it is your arms, maybe it is your legs, maybe it is your flexibility, whatever it is, just check it. Whether it is something that maybe you should be more focused on, because maybe you leading your routines way too much just one way and neglecting the other. So it is entirely up to you. Otherwise, obviously, feel free to go through my channel. I've got plenty other different workouts, body weight, weighted, high intensity, or just nice and slow paced. Right, so let's just not talk too much today, because last time I spent way too much talking at the beginning. Obviously, I do like to start my sessions, as you would already know, with 3 deep breaths, when we really will try to turn the focus on today's routine only. And therefore, these 3 deep breaths we're going to use to kind of get rid of everything what doesn't need to be inside, what we don't have to think about, what is not important right now and at this moment. Because the only important thing right now and at this moment is whatever we are about to do. And that's the only thing our mind should be on as well. So with every single breath in, I would like you to imagine whatever you want to imagine, that's something that you take in inside your body and goes through your system, completely throughout the whole body. And it's absorbing everything that sits in you, negativity, bad thoughts, negative thoughts, just anything, worries, blockages. Just imagine that all this, what you're taking in, is unblocking it, is cleaning your inside. And it's just getting rid of all of this stiffness that actually is inside you and stopping you from fully focus on whatever we are about to do today. And with every single breath out, you push this negativity out. Okay, so you'll do 3 breaths, and afterwards we are obviously going to stretch and just to get the body ready basically for whatever is ahead. I'm going to play some music at the background to start with. Okay guys, so now focus on today, clean everything from the inside with our 3 deep breaths, alright? So take breath in, imagining going through your body, and breath out. and leave in your body. 2 more. And 1 more. And out. Fantastic. Slowly roll up. And we're gonna straight start with rolling ahead. So circles, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. And change direction. Make sure they are nice big circles. Look from left to right. Try to exaggerate the movement a little bit. Try to push the head a little further than you would normally do. Just like you're trying to look behind you. Up and down. Again. Try to squeeze the chin on your chest. And also move the head really back. Just like you would almost try to bend your back. This is only a head movement. And ear to shoulder. Make the gap really big. Push the shoulder down. And the head away from it. Notice where it is pulling you. Notice where the tightness is. Where do you feel it? Now nice and big shoulder rolls, shoulder circles, however you want to call them. Again, every single movement like that, try to exaggerate. Don't just do little, it's quite pointless. So exaggerate the movement. Feel it, really shrug those shoulders and squeeze those scapulas at the back. Protract them. And the other way. Because you're warming up the body. You're getting the body ready. And elbows in. Now we can speed up obviously the movement for the elbows. And out. And nice big circles with the whole arm. And change direction. I haven't confused you for quite a while, apart from my counting. So let's just see. One arm goes in whilst the other one goes out. And change directions. Well done. Now I would like you to do just few pulses with your arms open. Just every possible direction. Squeeze those scapulas at the back when you're doing it. Beautiful. When we're in it, let's just roll the spine, the whole body. Couple pulses as you turn. Just to rotate a little bit and wake the spine up. Fantastic. Let's do our hips. So little circles to start with. Change direction. And now bigger circles, put your whole body into it. And the other way. Beautiful, our knees. and change direction. Obviously, if you need to stay with some part of your body a bit longer, please do so. Ankles. Nice and crunchy for me every time. Not sure if you can hear it or not. Make sure to do both directions for both legs. Wake it all up. On toes and heels, couple rocks. And my feet are extremely crunchy. It's my toes and my ankles. Okay, let's not forget our hips. So let's open them, really bring the knee up high to your chest and to the side before you lower it again. And we're gonna go from the outside in, exactly the same. And the same on the other side. And change direction. Lovely. Let's do our wrist as well. Before we move on to some exercises, and I think, what can we do today? I think we're gonna start maybe with some squats. Yeah, I think so. Then we could do some push-ups. Just the basic bits and bobs basically. We're just obviously going to somehow spice it up to make it a little bit more interesting, let's say. Alright. Okay guys, so as I said, we're gonna start with some squats. Now let me think. I think we could do maybe squats on toes. What do you think? So I will want you to go up on your toes, and from here we just simply squat, but staying on our toes the whole time, okay? And then back up. We're just gonna do 10 reps like that and see where it's going to take us. Now obviously if you feel like you would be losing balance, then grab some chair or stand by the wall so you can eventually hold on to that. But please do try not to hold on to anything. Just have it by hand, just in case that you do lose the balance. Because if you rely too much on the holding bit on the side, you will not be using the core as much as I would like you to. But if you engage your core, if you squeeze your glutes, theoretically, you should be able to hold the balance. So that's why we're going on our toes. But obviously for your safety, for your security, for peace of mind, stay by the wall so you can grab onto it if you actually fall in, okay? Otherwise, let's just start. Let's go on our toes, as high as you can, obviously, and let's squat. We're going down. That's 1, 2. Stay on the toes the whole time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, nearly there, stay on the toes. 8, 9, and just the last one. And 10. Well done. Shake it off. Shake it off. You probably feel it in your calves. So I think just to make it a little bit spicier for you, shall we or shall we not? Yeah, let's do so. We're gonna straight put the calves a little bit more in the test. And we can maybe try in the lunge position, holding lunge, and just to lift the front heel off the floor whilst holding, okay? It is going to be quite quick because you're only gonna do 10 reps, then we change the leg, then I give you a break from it, okay? So go in the lunge position, so wider stance, lower the rear knee just to hover above the floor, nice and straight back, open chest, and let's go guys, yeah, let's just not wait for anything. Lift the heel off and down just to hover, back up, that's 2, just to hover, up, 3, down to hover, up, 4, down to hover, up, 5, down to hover, 6, hover, up, 7, back to hover, up, 8, back to hover, up, 9, back to hover, one more, up and down. Beautiful. Shake it all off. Shake it off. And let's just do straight the other side, guys, and then we will stretch the legs a little bit, okay? So this time, just swap the legs. Whichever one was at the front is the one at the back now. Exactly the same. We're going down to the lunge position. So our knee is just hovering above the floor. Open chest, straight back, and let's go. Lift the front heel and bring it back down just to hover above the floor. That's 1, up, and back down to hover, 2, up, it's 3, back down to hover, up, it's 4, back down to hover, up, 5, back down to hover, up, down, back down to hover, 6, up, 7, back down to hover, up, 8, back down to hover, up, 9, hover, up, 10, and be done. Very good, guys, very good. Let's just stretch those legs properly now, shall we? Shake it off first, everything. Well done. Well done. Okay, I'm probably lucky that I don't hear you right now. You may not be very happy about this. Okay, so go down on your knees. Bring one leg to the front, to the kneeling lunge, and let's just move those hips forward, over to your front leg. Okay, let's just stretch those hamstrings a little bit. Now, if you want to feel the stretch a little more, you can just bring the rear leg up. I always get cramps in this point. And just squeeze it close to your glutes. Bring it close to your glutes. You can lean down to feel it. More you lean, more and more you bring it closer to your glutes, more you will feel the stretch in your rear hamstring. Rear leg, obviously, I meant. Fantastic. Slowly let go. And now just bring those hips back above. Make sure that the hips are above, in the line basically with your knee. The front leg stretched. Your toes, your foot is flexed, your toes are facing your face. And just keep bringing your upper body closer to the leg without any other movement. There's no other movement. Just go as close to the floor, to the front leg as it allows you. Breathe through it. Don't move those hips anywhere. Don't sit back. Keep it above the leg and stretch as far as you can. Breathe through. Keep those toes flexed, the knee extended as well. Fantastic. We're gonna do exactly the same on the other side. So swap the legs around. Again, kneeling lunge, and we start with bringing our hips close to the front leg. Now, just to feel the stretch a little bit more, we are going to if it's obviously accessible, if it's available to you this moment, you're going to bend that, those cramps, bend that knee, grab that foot, bring it close to our glutes, and then if you want to really feel it, just bring your upper body lower, lean more, so you really feel the stretch in your quads. Beautiful, let go. And the same, stretch the front leg, keep those hips in the line with your knees, with your knee, the kneeling knee obviously. Excuse me. Keep your leg straight, flex the foot, and just lean as far as it allows you. Bring your upper body closer and closer to the floor and to your stretched leg. Beautiful. Fantastic. Lovely. Now, as we are closer to the floor right now, we're gonna use it and we're gonna probably do some push-ups. Excuse me. Okay, so obviously I'm just right now trying to think what we're gonna do, so then I will come with some adjustments. I think what we could do is side plank to push up. So we are gonna go to a side plank. So yeah, our hands are underneath our shoulders. We're gonna go to side plank. Our hips will be, so far just explanation guys, okay? Our hips will stay nice and high. We're not going to drop them down or anything. They will stay nice and high. We're gonna look towards our stretched hand. Then we're gonna turn back and we're gonna go to push up and back up, okay? And then obviously straight back to the side plank. We're gonna do 10 reps of those. Now, as an adjustment guys, I appreciate obviously that this is not completely accessible to everybody. So in case that you can't do push-up, you can go on your knees, absolutely, it's fine. So if we go to a side plank, again, if side plank is not accessible either to you, not to worry, you can simply just drop the knee down, turn to the side, go back, then if you can't do push-up, you can drop both knees down, try your best to do the push-up, and then straighten that leg and turn again, okay? However, you can do just for the push-ups and you can go to full side plank obviously, or you can do just the side plank and go to full push-up. So just play with it, adjust it as much as you need. However, please try to push yourself, try to really challenge yourself, try to go through it, even though if it should be just the 1 try or 2 reps or 3 reps and then you have to put it down. But every time when you challenge yourself and you're trying to overcome something, it makes you feel better. That's how you improve, okay? So try not to go easy, or not easy, but the easier way, let's say, straight from the beginning, okay? Just give it a go for a couple reps, and then when you're shaking and you really can't, basically, you just feel like your hand cannot hold you anymore, you just can't lift the body, then put the knee down, okay? Let's just go, guys. We're gonna do one side only, so I will have my static hand will be my left hand at the moment, but obviously you can do what you feel. In case that my left hand is the static one, then obviously if I'm dropping my knees, there's the left knee that I'm dropping down for the side plank. For push-up, more than likely we'll have to drop both. Alright, so hands are underneath the shoulders, everything is nice and tight, guys. We are on our toes. We got our glutes squeezed, we are engaging our core, and let's just start. Let's roll to the side, look up to the hand, go back to the plank, and down, all the way down, close to the floor, and push the body back up. That's one. Look up to your hand, back, down to the floor, push up. 2, to the hand, push. 3, look up to the hand, back down to the floor, push up. It's 4, side plank, down to push up. It's 5, side plank. Make sure that your fingers are spread, push up. It's 6, and use them. Side plank, push through those fingers as well. That was 7, side plank, and push up. Nice and low, and push the body back up. That's 8, side plank. Nearly there, guys. Push yourself off, side plank, and just this last one, push up. Fantastic. Beautiful. Shake the wrist. Shake it, free it, roll it if you want to. Let's stretch those abs a little bit as well. So lie down on your stomach. Let's go to cobra position. Hands next to your chest. And push yourself away off the floor. Make those hips, make them heavy, let them be heavy, and let them weigh everything down, the body down. And just look up. Okay. Beautiful. You can eventually push yourself, sit on the heels, and stretch yourself from the shoulders as well. Keep those hands really nice and strong and straight. Lovely. Fantastic. Now, just to give our hands and our wrists a little bit of break before we move on to the other side, we can do something for our hip flexors maybe. I think that's a good idea. So we are simply going to, okay, I had let's start with static left leg, because my hand was, the static one was the left one as well, so let's keep it left for now. So what we will do is just to bring the right leg as high to the chest as possible, straighten it up, flex the toes, then bring it back and down to the floor. Okay, simple movement, but what I would like from you, in order to really feel the hip flexors, so try to bring that knee, the leg, as close to the chest as possible, but try not to shrunk into it, your upper body. Okay, I do want you to kind of push the belly button towards your spine, however try to remain the chest open and don't round your shoulders. Don't do any movement with your upper body. Try to stay nice and strong and straight. Have something next to your side for balance if you need to, obviously. Then as you straighten your leg up, really want you to try your best and keep it as high as possible, but also straight, so extend the knee fully. Okay, if you, that might make you to not to keep that leg as high, but that's fine. Okay, if that goes slow, it goes slow. Just try to keep the leg as straight as possible and then bring it out high back to your chest before lowering down. Okay, all right, we're gonna do 10 reps and then we will move on the other side of our side planks push-up. All right guys, let's go then. So as I said, my left leg is the static one. I might actually stand close here as well, just in case I wobble, because something to grab onto. Okay, Let's bring our right hand close to our chest. Extend the knee, flex the toes, don't lean backwards, don't lean forward, don't lean anywhere. And just bring the knee back high, point the toes, and down to the floor. That's one. And again, close to our chest. Strengthen it, flex the toe, back to the knee, well, back to the chest, and back to the floor. It's two. Fully stand, shake the other leg as well, and meanwhile in between if you need to, it's absolutely fine. Now again, we're bringing it close to our chest, extending the knee, flexing toes, back to chest, down to the floor. It's three. And again, up, extend, flex toes, back up and down. Is it four? Honestly, me and my counting. Close the chest, extend and flex, close the chest and back down. This one is challenging, it's five. It's challenging, a little bit annoying as well. It's aching. Close the chest, extend, flex, close the chest and back down. Is it six? I think so. Okay, close the chest, extend, flex, close the chest as much as you can. I can't go too close as I would like to. Seven, close the chest, extend and flex, close to the chest and back down. It's eight, just two more guys. We are doing great. Close to the chest, extend and flex. Oh, close to the chest and back down. Just one last one. Then we're gonna stretch the legs a bit. Okay, close the chest, extend, flex, close the chest and back down. Wow, that was something. Okay guys, let's just stretch. I would like you, the static leg. Okay, let's start with our knees down. So let's go into the tabletop position. And the leg that was static, the one that was down to the floor, is the one that I want you to bring through your hands. And the knee, in my case it's my left knee, goes next to my left hand. Now I want you to kind of push the strengthen like the straight leg, the rear leg more back, so you end up sitting on the floor if you can, and just breathe through. If you cannot sit on the floor, it's absolutely fine. Stay just wherever it allows you, okay? You've got your hands to the side to help you, and just stay in it. And breathe. Now lean forward if you can. Don't hold any tension. Breathe through it, relax. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we're gonna go onto the other side of our side plank to push up. Okay, so just remember you can drop the knee if you need to. This time, because I will be turning to my right hand is the static one, so in case that I would be dropping the knee down to the floor with my right knee, drop it as you need to. So whether it is for the plank, whether it is for the push-up, it's entirely up to you. Make it work for you. Otherwise, obviously we are going into the position, we got fingers nice and wide open, and they are digging into the floor. Everything is squeezed, every muscle is engaged, and we roll into the side plank and look up to the hand, back down to the floor, and to push up. That's one. To the side plank, look up to the hand, roll it back, down to push up, all the way down to the floor. Lovely. side plank, hand goes back down, push up, that's 3, side plank, back down to the floor, push up, that's 4, side plank, look up to the hand, back to the floor, down, push yourself away, that's 5, and straight to side plank, down to the floor, close to the floor, push, is it 5 or 6? Look up to the hand, I don't know, I'm not listening myself, down to the floor, push yourself away, let's say it was 6th one, now we're going on the 7th one, it's better to do one more than one less, and push yourself away, that was 7, okay, look up to the hand, and push up 8, beautiful, side plank and look up, back down, close to the floor, push yourself away, and just the last one guys, side plank, hands down, close to the floor, and push away, fantastic, shake it off, I'm sorry if it was one more, but with the other hand, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Alright, let's stretch that as well. Again, go to cobra and push the floor away. Make those hips heavy. Make them weigh your mid area really heavy. Make it weigh down. Okay. And relax and breathe before we go on our other side of the flick hip flexors. Oh dear, I nearly said flick hipsters. Alright, again, push yourself back to heels, stretch those shoulders a little bit, pull yourself from it, kind of. Fantastic. Beautiful. Okay, you know what is ahead now. So exactly the same what we did with the right leg before, we're gonna do with the left leg this time. Okay. I mean, in case that you did it the other way around, basically just change the sides. For me, it's the left one that will be working this time. And exactly the same, I'm just gonna stand close to something to grab onto, just in case. So just we're gonna bring it close to our chest, as close as possible, without any leaning and shrugging and anything. And then we extend, we flex, we bend back, and we bring it back down to the floor. Okay. Okay, 10 reps guys. Good luck to us all. It's not an easy one, but it's important one, so we've got to do so. Alright, let's get on with it guys. Let's go. Let's bring it close to our chest, extend and flex, back to our chest, back down to floor. 1. This one feels much easier for me personally. Close to the chest, extend and flex, back, all the way back down to the floor. That's 2. Close to the chest, extend, flex, back, and down. So relax for a couple seconds. That's 3. Close the chest, extend and flex, and back down to the floor. That's 4. Close the chest, extend and flex, back to chest, and back down. That's 5. And up close the chest, extend, flex, back close to the chest, and back down. That's 6. Close the chest, extend and flex, close the chest, and back down. 7, close the chest, extend, flex, back, close the chest, and down. It's 8. And again, close to the chest, extend, flex, close the chest, and back down. 9. And just, I want to believe one last one. Close the chest, extend and flex. Close the chest and back down. Beautiful, guys. Shake it all off. We're gonna stretch the other side now. So go down on your knees. Now my static leg in my case is the right one, is the one pushing the knees through. Left one, the one that was extending and flexing the foot, is the one at the rear that is moving more back to allow me to sit on the floor. Eventually just basically just stretch as far as you can. It's all good. Okay, just breathe through it. Try to relax in that position. Don't hold any tension now. Just relax the muscles and breathe. Allow the body to take a little rest and the muscles to be stretched. If you can go over to the floor. Bring your upper body over your front leg and relax. Amazing. Amazing. Very good, guys. Really well done. Okay, now let's do something for our shoulders, a little bit more maybe, shall we? Okay, what shall we do for our shoulders? I think what we could do is to go from downward dog. I'm just thinking now and talking through it. From downward dog straight to triceps push-up. Okay, so just to explain what we're gonna do is from the tabletop position we are going to tuck our toes, push the hips up, and we are in a downward dog. In here I want you to be on your toes, however try to push the heels closer towards the floor and make sure that you looking kind of to your knees, in between your thighs. You push in the upper body also through your hands, head through your hands, and you push in the upper body close to your thighs. From here I just want you to move your weight above your hands. You're gonna have to keep the hands a little bit wider apart. Move it above the hands and you will go into a triceps push-up. So that is a push-up that requires you to have your elbows tucked to your side, so not open elbows. You are literally in between your hands, and then you push yourself back up to downward dog. Now again, if you need to drop on your knees at any point, please do so. Try a couple of those while I'm talking now, so you can see the range, how far you need to be, how far your feet and your hands need to be apart in the downward dog for you to smoothly transit into the triceps push-up. Okay, as I said, if you need to be on your knees, please do so. Not to worry about anything. Excuse me, I'm still full of cold. And yeah, we're gonna do 10 reps. As you bring in yourself back up into downward dog from the push-up, it's important that you really engage your core, and that you're not curving in any way, that you are really nice and strong in your lower back area. Okay, let's do so, guys. So let's go into a tabletop position. Your hands just a little bit, probably not right underneath your shoulders, just one step, let's say, more apart on both sides. Tuck your toes, bring those hips up, And we are in downward dog. And let's just go to our triceps push-up. So bring your weight, upper body over your hands, in between your hands to push up. Push the floor away, back to downward dog. That's one. Back to triceps push-up. Everything nice and strong. Push it away. Two. Back to push-up. Push it away. Three. Back to push-up. Everything strong. Push the floor away. Down to downward dog. 4. Back to push-up. Push the floor away. 5. Keep the fingers as well wide apart. And push through those fingers as well. Back to push-up. Nice and close to the floor. Everything is engaged and squeezed. Downward dog. Push up. And downward dog. Back to push up. And to downward dog. Back to push up. Back to downward dog. I think we got our last one now to do. Back to push up. And back to downward dog. And relax. Very good. Again, shake those hands. Shake the wrist. If you need to do a couple rolls, it's absolutely fine. And we can stretch a little bit. So lie down on your stomach. Put those hands wide to the side. Your head looking can go down to the floor. You look into your right hand side. Now bring the right hand close to your chest and push the floor away so you're rolling to the side onto the stretched leg. You can bring the knee up. If it allows you, you can bring the right hand as well back over. You can try to look as well up to the right hand as much as you can. Feel the stretch in your chest, muscles, shoulders. Lovely. And you're gonna do the same one to the other side. So again, from the starting position, lie down on the floor. This time turn your head so you look into your left hand. Your left hand goes close to your chest, pushing the floor away, and you're rolling that way as well. If you can bring your left hand up and back and look up to it as well. Fantastic. Beautiful. And you can roll back. And we can do maybe a little bit of stretch for our back. But actually, you know what? Not yet. We're gonna do a few Supermans before that and a few back exercises because we haven't done it for quite a while, I think. So as we were lying on the floor, we're gonna stay lying on the floor. And I would like you to stretch your hands and your legs. Right, everything is nice and straight, right in front of you, above you and behind you. And I want you, that's the position we're gonna take for the Superman. So what I want you to do is to go to Superman, that is everything is squeezed and lifted. And from here I want you to bring your hands down to cactus position and squeeze those shoulder blades. And then back to Superman and down to the floor to relax for a second, okay? The whole time whilst your hands are working, your glutes are squeezed, and as you squeeze your glutes, more you squeeze your glutes, more you bring those legs up at the back, okay? So that was what we're obviously aiming for as well. And in the same way, I want you to really try to bring your upper body up. Head is looking down, don't look up, head is looking down. And then you squeeze those shoulder blades. You bring those elbows close to your side to squeeze the shoulder blades, and then stretch them back in front of you to Superman and down to the floor to relax everything for a couple seconds, okay? To let go of every single tension. Ready? Let's do so, guys. Okay, stretch everything. Hands in front of you, legs behind you. And let's go. Up to Superman. Keep those legs up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Stretch in front and back down. And relax, that's one. And the same again. Everything up. Squeeze. Stretch. And relax. When you go down to relax, make sure it's all under control. Don't just push down. Up. Squeeze. Stretch. And back down. That's 3. And back up. Shoulder blades squeezed. Stretch. And back down under control. That's 4. Fantastic, guys. And up. Squeeze. Stretch. And under control down. It's, oh my god. Up. Squeeze. Stretch. And under control back down. Beautiful. Now back up. Squeeze. Stretch. And back down. And back up. Squeeze shoulder blades. Stretch. And back down. 4 more, guys, okay? Up. Everything squeezed. Squeeze the shoulder blades more. Stretch in front. And down under control to relax. 3 more, guys. Up to Superman. Everything squeezed. Your glute squeeze. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Stretch back. And relax under control. Now let go of the tension. Go 2 more, guys. Nearly there. Superman to squeeze everything. And bring it up. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Stretch and back down to the floor. Nearly there, guys. You're doing a great job. Superman. Everything squeeze and up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Stretch the hands. And back down. Is it one last one? I think so. Okay. Everything back up in a Superman position. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Stretch those hands. And relax. Fantastic. Now we're gonna do a couple stretches for our back. So go into a tabletop position. And I would like you to do cat and cow to start with. So push the floor away. Push your belly button towards your spine. Round those shoulders. And now let go. And just make the stomach heavy. Make the heavy belly drop down. Gazing up. Bringing your tailbone up. And then back to cat. So push the floor away, round the shoulders, push the belly button towards the spine. And drop your belly heavily down. Look up. And tailbone goes up. Fantastic. Now from this position you're gonna stay in a tabletop. I would like you to put your left hand in between your right hand and your right knee to bring your left shoulder down to the floor. And from here, I want you to bring your right hand behind your back to stretch. Now, if you want to stretch a little bit more, what you can do is you can extend the left leg. Oh, I said it wrong. Okay, let's try again. I always struggle with this. Okay, let's try again. So, left hand in between your right hand and your right knee. Stretch the right leg, obviously, and just open the chest a little more. Feel the twist in your back, in your spine. So you are trying to keep your hips, your right hips is dropping down towards the floor, but your right shoulder is kind of pulling you away from the floor. Is trying, so you feel the twist in your back. Beautiful. Now go back to a tabletop position, and we're gonna do the same on the other side. Sorry, I'll try to say it correctly so I don't roll down. This time, right hand goes in between your left hand and your left knee. Your left leg is the one stretching, but your hips are pushing, remain in position and pushing towards, like being dropped towards the floor, but your left shoulder is being pulled away from the floor completely, and you turn into the left side. You're feeling the twist, your back, your spine. Just twist as much as it allows you. Beautiful, beautiful, fantastic. Have a little wiggle if you want to, if you need to, in this tabletop position. Amazing. Now let's do something for our hips. So let's do some bridges, shall we? I think I will want you to do a single leg bridge. So basically lying on our back on the floor, with feet close to our glutes. Obviously bridge, regular bridge would be just pushing our hips, bringing our hips up, remaining only on our shoulders and our feet, and pushing through the body, squeezing the glutes, trying to bring the hips as high as possible. That's a regular bridge. However, I would like you to do single leg bridge. So for that, we're gonna bring our left leg over our right knee and just do exactly the same movement, but we're gonna try to keep those hips straight. So we're not going to wobble in any side. And we will still try to squeeze them as high as possible. Okay? So we're gonna do 10 reps on one side, 10 reps on the other side, guys. So let's start. Go into the position, left leg over right knee. And as we doing the bridges, guys, I would like you to not to go fully down the floor like we are right now. I want you to end up just hovering above the floor, just to make a gap big enough for the hand eventually to go through. So really stop right above the floor before we bring it back up and pushing through, okay? Let's go. Hips up as high as you can. Try to squeeze them, pushing through the foot and bring it back down just to hover above the floor and back up. Push through. That's 2. And back down. Push. That's 3. Back down to hover and up. That's 4. Back down to hover and push those hips up and back down to hover and back up. Push those hips through, squeeze those glutes, down to hover and push those hips back up and down to hover. This is 7, I think so. We pushing through and back down to hover, and then back up, all the way up as high as you can, down to hover, and just do one more, guys. Up and relax. Fantastic. Straight those legs, shake them off if you need to. We can also do eventually just sit up and just bring those knees from side to side a couple times before we move on to the other side and repeat it on the other side. Beautiful. So let's just lie down again on the floor. This time we're gonna do exactly the same but on the other side. So this time my right leg goes over my left knee. And again, we bring in the hips up, pushing through. Let's go up and push through, guys. Back down to hover, that's 1. Up as high as you can, push through and back down to hover, that's 2. Up, hips goes as high as possible, back down to hover, 3. Up as high as possible, push back down, 4. Just to hover and back up as high. Feel those glutes, squeeze down to hover, 5. And up, push, squeeze it all back down to hover, and back up, everything push through and back down to hover. Obviously lost count completely again. Up, push through, back down to hover. Let's say this was our 8th one. I'm gonna do 2 more, guys. Push, everything goes up and high and is squeezed. Now back down to hover and just 1 more. Up and back down, completely and fully. Fantastic. Let go straight, stretch those legs, shake them off. Sit up and let's just roll those legs from side to side. Bring your knees to left, back to the middle, bring them to the right. Don't twist your upper body, keep your upper body nice and front facing. Don't move your shoulders. It's just legs going from side to side. Beautiful. Fantastic. And I think we've got just about the time to finish with our core workout, so that it's from the V-sit down to hollow and back to V-sit on count on 10, everything in 3 phases. If you were with me here before, so you know what we do. Excuse me. In case that you were not here, this is your first time, so just a quick rep. So basically we are going into a V-sit. So legs are nice and high, hands are parallel to the floor. We are trying to keep the chest open and nice and straight. Now we're gonna be lowering on 10, we're gonna hold on 10 and we're gonna bring it back up on 10, and that's the last exercise for today, okay? Alright guys, let's go into a position. So sit, bring your knees close to your chest, lift those feet up, extend those knees, hands parallel to the floor, try to keep your chest nice and open, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're gonna hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're going up 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Let's just do the final stretch. So lie down on the floor again on your stomach, hands next to your chest, push the floor away and drop those hips heavily down. Let them be heavy. Allowing yourself for the stretch in your abs and in your back as well. Just relax in that position. It was the last exercise. Enjoy the stretch, enjoy the feeling, It wasn't easy today. It was quite demanding, so well done for pushing through. It's very good, guys. I'm really proud of you. It's always good to check what needs to be improved, what we need to work on a little bit more maybe, what is maybe a little bit neglected. Because obviously if there is some muscle in our body that doesn't work quite properly and quite well as the other ones, then some other muscle is taking over to do that job, and it just causes issues, imbalances, bad postures, body aches, etc, etc. Alright guys, that's it from me today. Please do stretch as much as you need. If you feel that somewhere it's a bit more tight, some body part is a little bit more heavy, feels heavy, just pay attention to it and do a couple more stretches before you get on with your day. Otherwise, I wish you to have a fantastic day, successful day, happy day, a lovely day, full of laughter and love and happiness and positivity. I hope you enjoyed today's workout. Share it with people you know that might find it useful at some point. And yeah, comment on this as well. Let me know how you feel about this. Have a good day and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye bye.